Hi, this is Glenn from CTFairBet. I want to go through a couple emails first. Hope everybody's doing well. So, people still are sending me emails pertaining the name of the ebook. I got a great one. It said The Dark Side of the Sun. I like that name. I like that name a lot. That name I'll definitely use it in the ebook, but I can't use it in the book because the cover, because all these editors and ebook people are telling me I gotta have casino to be the first name. So if somebody does a Google search or on Amazon look for a book, a casino has to pop up first. So, but I'm definitely going to use that, promise you. Another one sent me, and this is from another employee, Sovereignty Cancer, because they're saying the sovereignty is the cancer of the casino, because it basically pertains to Mark, of how Mark Clueless is killing the property and how bad the morale is, because him and his select few are able to hurt so many people, and nobody does anything about it. But that was a great other name, Sovereignty Cancer. So the property would do a lot better if it was a non-tribal property. But since it is a tribal property, they thought of calling the book Sovereignty Cancer because of the property's basically bad because of not the tribal people at whole, just a few of the tribal people running amok, and nobody wants to yoke them in because they are tribal. Okay, I got another email that was good, and it's something that was part of our mission statement from the beginning, and I agree with this guy 100%, where it talks about having like a division of gaming enforcement like they have in other states. We have a tribal gaming enforcement, a commission, what have you, but their check comes from the casino, and we need somebody from the state, not somebody that was giving out speeding tickets or solving murders before. We need somebody that's actually a gaming guy, an ex-dealer, pit boss, floor person, whatever, that knows. Like in Vegas, back in the old days, the first guys in surveillance were the ex-thieves and crooks that they got before. How can you spot a scam if you don't know what you're looking at? So, they got to put people walking around, or somebody to make the final call. Pay them 60, 70, 80,000. That's paid by the state. But they're going to know what they're going to look at, and they're going to be held accountable. So, thanks for those emails. I really want to touch on those ones. Oh, I had another one too. Again, somebody emailed me. This is a recurring one. They said on one shift, 6 dealers were tied up on that hybrid slot machine, and they're calling it a toke sucker. So, guys in management, something you may want to think about addressing, maybe throw the dealer some extra money, who's ever on that game, try to make it right for the dealers, because they're not real happy about that. So just something to look at. Also, I'm sure the pit bosses or who's ever watching the games, something called Tan Game, who's telling pit bosses when to raise and lower games. How much did that cost? Jesus, if you don't know when to lower and raise a game, you should be shot. Then if you raise or lower a game, you gotta leave a comment. Man, that's just almost good as a 4-hour shift with a triple down. But that I took care of. State done. 6 dealers. Sovereignty, Mark, scam. Just trying to take things. Say police. All right, so the last thing I want to touch on. How long have we been going, Benicio?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Excuse me, folks. Next, I want to talk about the ebook. I promised you last week I was going to have the cover done. I don't have it done. I am so over my head, and some of the people that are helping me, life gets in the way. But I promise you by next Saturday we will have the cover done. A good friend of mine back home in Jersey, this is what he does, and he's led me in the right direction, but it's overwhelming. He outsources to Poland, India, UK, Russia. He can do as low as 2 cents, 20 cents, or in the United States, you can go as high as $2 a page. And it's mind-blowing. A lot of places want the manuscript done before they even touch your project, which I didn't know. So next week I'll definitely have the page. But again, I need other people's help and then the splits, one I like, it's a 70-30 split. But it's really overwhelming. So next week, I promise, folks, we already decided on the name. So you can, I appreciate everybody's input, but you could stop sending the names because the first name is going to be Casino, then we're going to go from there. In closing, I just want to touch on this real fast. Folks, and now I'm speaking to the tribe in general. I believe you've been led down the wrong path, and I'm not sure who's doing this. But what you pay and you spend millions of dollars on marketing and goodwill, and I just want you to know what's coming your way. And if I don't care what you think about me, I'm pertaining to everybody, but you got to realize that I'm a persistent guy and I was screwed over. And Maria, we all know, and if you're a tribal member, you have to ask yourself, and this is easy to look up, just go ask Kim Doubleday, the attorney, or the lead prosecutor, Mr. Luddy, whatever his name is. Did the state police exonerate her of all charges, anything? She didn't get charged with anything. So, and also the transcripts that you left out, you didn't redact my name. So my name's out in the public, and there's so many lawyers that have it. And also, speaking of lawyers, I have a lawyer from Norwich who's my family friend, and he represents me. He's a good man. I have another lawyer who I gave something to, and he put it out there when he wasn't supposed to. He did not get my okay. So that was my property, and he put it out there. And I'm pretty pissed off about that. But you know what? I'm a nobody, and he can do whatever he wants because he's a lawyer. So, you know what? We all take it on the chin. Take your beating. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it legally. So, in closing, folks, do you realize how much the cover's coming out next week? And within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to meet with a newspaper from New England area or the New York area. And I know where the bodies are buried. And I'm going to speak about everything. I'm done with the casino business. So, I'm going to pull back the curtain. And the top of my book is going to say, Glenn Costalis, ex-manager, Mohegan Sun Casino. And then from there, I am just going to pound your head in. So, your arrogance, your pompousness, and we've done nothing wrong. This never should have went this far. Somebody should have put this to bed a long time ago. So, in closing, folks, put your heads together. Next week the cover comes out. And then after that, then I go talk to the press. So everybody have a good week, and thanks again for the emails. Take care.